My name is Richard. I'm 78 years old. I'm recording this because there's something I finally understand. Something about my father. My father died when I was 41. That was 37 years ago now. He had a heart attack in the garage while fixing an old lawnmower. My mother found him there, still holding the wrench. At his funeral, people said he was a good man, quiet, hard-working, dependable. And he was. But I never really knew him, not the way a son is supposed to know his father. Growing up, he wasn't cruel. He wasn't absent in the way some fathers are. He came home every night. He sat at the dinner table. He paid the bills. He showed up. But he was silent. Not just quiet, silent. Like there was a wall between him and the rest of us, between him and the world. I remember asking my mother once, when I was maybe 10 or 11, "Why doesn't Dad ever talk to me?" She looked at me with this tired expression and said, "That's just how he is, Richard. He loves you. He just doesn't know how to show it." I didn't understand that then. I do now. There's a memory I keep coming back to. I was 16. It was late spring. I'd just gotten my driver's license and I wanted to take the car out that night to meet some friends. My father was sitting in his chair in the living room, reading the newspaper. I stood in the doorway and asked if I could borrow the keys. He didn't look up, just said no. I asked why. He folded the paper down, looked at me for a second, then said, "Because I said so." That was it. I got angry, I remember that. I said something like, "You never let me do anything. You don't even care." He didn't respond, just went back to reading. I stormed off to my room and didn't speak to him for days. Looking back now, I think he wanted to say something. I think he wanted to tell me he was scared, that he didn't want me driving at night because he'd lost a friend in high school to a car accident, that he loved me too much to risk it. But he couldn't. He didn't have the words. Or maybe he did, and he just didn't know how to let them out. I moved out when I was 19, got a job, got my own place across town. I'd visit sometimes, holidays mostly, birthdays, but the distance between us didn't shrink. If anything, it grew. We'd sit across from each other at the kitchen table, and I'd try to make conversation, ask him about work, about the house, about anything, and he'd give me one-word answers. Fine. Same. Nothing new. And then we'd sit in silence. I used to think he didn't care, that I wasn't worth the effort. But now I think he just didn't know how to reach across that space. When I was 26, I got married. Her name was Anne. My father walked her down the aisle because her own father had passed away years before. At the reception, I watched him standing alone by the bar, holding a glass of whiskey he barely touched. I went over to him and said, "Thanks for today, Dad." He nodded. I waited for him to say something. He didn't, so I walked away. Years passed. Ann and I had 2 kids, a boy and a girl. My father would come over sometimes, sit in the corner while the kids played, watch them from a distance. He'd smile a little, but he never got down on the floor with them, never roughhoused or told them stories. I used to get frustrated with him about that too. I'd think, why can't you just be a grandfather? Why can't you just be present? But he'd just sit there, watching, silent.